From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And able to get this out to the 25. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First run now for Kyron Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff. And when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the... Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Boy, Charles, a lot of action right out of the gate. The two teams barely off the buses. We've already had the touchdown and now the interception.
Yeah, whatever happened to the feeling out process? You know, kind of throw a few jabs out there, kind of circle the ring a little bit. Both of them throwing haymakers right out of the gate. And the second one was an interception that may cost him.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Looking to throw is Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the ground with Williams. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Open man is Higbee, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Williams will score. Touchdown, L.A. Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. To throw, it's Williams. Caught by Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. To throw, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To the air, Williams. He'll get this off to Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
On play action, they'll throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Williams. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 6-yard line.
Stafford. That'll be caught by Cobb. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's Stafford.
Screenplay set up for Williams. He's got space past the 25.
And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now Williams. That is caught. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Williams.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Now the try here for the point And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Throwing after the interception, Williams. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Flushed out right. Williams loses the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Here's Williams.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Back to throw, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nakua.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Williams. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the gun, here's Swift.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
To the air, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Back to the running game with Swift.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw, Williams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play. You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And it ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Throwing is Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll go play action here with Williams.
He'll buy some time right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play with the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the gun, here's Williams. They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now 2nd and 3. Swift going to try up the middle.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
2nd down and 6 now.
They go to Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Williams.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's a handoff to Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. The Bears on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The Bears on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And my goodness, another interception. There he goes, left side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
And you have
to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. An audible here to get a new look. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They run. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyron Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Williams now from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 34 yards.
Throwing again here, Williams.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here's Williams.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon.
And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up,
and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Stafford going to throw it. Short throw, it's Higbee. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew,